Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Well, the 7th of June 2002 turned out to be a memorable day for a certain David Beckham. That image of him buried... And a chance! Just off target. Now it's Pelé, and that could set him on his way. Oh, good take in a good area. Lukaku! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pelé received. It's Pelé! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. That has earned a reprieve. Kachu! And he's heaved it away.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that...
He's tried one! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Forlan just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Oh, that's a key interception. Bergkamp, he won't be happy with that one. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He rises! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Looking for the run. Soboslai.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Beckham, very much a man of this moment. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
Chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
I think that defence will be feeling mightily relieved now. They were really saved by some poor finishing then.
Engages and forces him off the ball. That's a shade optimistic. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Soboslai. And we hit half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So they head in no further forward. The score here,
Hello,
still
attendees.
0-0.
This is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly make his way to the information center?
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Tries to cut. Lukaku! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's going to go a long way. Good chance here! Law, and it's Soboslai. And no, he's seen through all of that. Lukaku. Now it's Forlan.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Forlan, and he's intervened well there. Del Piero. Now it's Bergkamp. Tries to play it through. It's a pretty loose pass. That's a cute ball. Can he get on the end of this? Barella. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Van de Ven. Looking for options for movement. That's good vision. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Bergkamp. And it's Del Piero. He's through, now is he in? Steaming on goalwards. And now the breakaway. In with the challenge. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Soboslai has it out wide and in space.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Del Piero. Now, can they get him away? That has been cut short.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Pele. Beckham. Beckham. Oh, this is a very good run. And that's it. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card, so...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on here. It scores! He scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Bayer Leverkusen are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Baresi gets across to intercept that. Mbappe. Now it's Foden. Foden! It's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Bayer Leverkusen grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Law showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Tries to play it through. And it's chance for a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, that's delightful. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's fabulous. That is a crunching tackle. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Shot a goal! It's bounced back off the post. And he's gone looking for safety. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been won straight back. Soboslai. And he's found a way past. He's gone for goal!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And that's the second half started.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Scholes picks it up out wide. He's got away.
Such good technique.
Van der Ven tries to clear. Opts for safety. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Rodri. Well, that is one way to stop him. Knocks it into space. Szoboszlai, here's on, takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Rijkaard. Can he spark a counter here? Foden.
Bayer Leverkusen really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. Yamal. And that has put a halt to things. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Beckenbauer, he's gone forward. Scholes chasing after it.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be...
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague and they look worried. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Great reaction. Here comes the cross. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Yamal threads one in. Oh, well played. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, easy pickings there.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Big chance! He has done it! They have stolen level at the last! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Alexander-Arnold has been sent off for that incident. The referee showed no hesitation in getting out a straight red. And a chance! Oh, it's hit the post! The whistle has gone and it is all over. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover.
Law! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's a sharp pass. Clipped into space. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. A sensational save! Barcelona with the corner, they're first. It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Ronaldinho. Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others, and he's got the creativity to play in deeper roles if needed.
David Villa. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's in on goal! Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Can he get it through? Played out to the left flank. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Deep cross.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Law. Ronaldinho shapes to shoot! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Ronaldinho. Bellingham. Lobbed in behind. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Mateus, very much a man of this moment. Knocks it into space. Hazard, he's picked his way through. Ronaldinho. Couldn't squeeze it through. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, this looks sharp.
Hazard really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Bellingham. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Messi, and Messi! Has a look and plays it forward. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Rijkaard. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. That's a good ball. He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Barcelona have broken through, it's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Mateus. And Dixon. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Baresi makes the interception.
There will be 1
And
minute
it's
added
Hazard.
time.
David Villa. Very nicely done. And this is Messi. Now, can they get him away? And he was quick to react. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Law. He could be in here. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Bellingham. And here's Messi. Messi. Ronaldinho. Szoboszlai is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Bellingham. David Villa. David Villa! He scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Pass somewhat off target.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Almost an hour gone. Now it's Messi. And Messi! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Szoboszlai. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi. David Villa touches it back. Now that looks a decent ball. There's the shot! It's there! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off.
Well, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Messi is standing over this one.
Well, this certainly fits the bill when it comes to the man for the occasion.
Messi! And that's past the post. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Real chance! He scores! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Barcelona seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Can he get onto this? Szoboszlai, he is through here. Now there's a fine ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Del Piero. And he's there to get it away. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Di Marco. No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 10.
Barcelona
Messi.
have their second corner now.
Number 24. Bellingham. Number 13. David Villa.
And it's hoisted clear.
Number 15. Hazard. Coming on the
Barcelona
field.
have the
Number
chance to go the other
18.
way.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 16. Fermin.
Nice interception, well timed.
21. Son Heung-min. Number
He's
7.
through here.
Maradona.
Nice interception,
Substitution
his
in
positioning
progress.
was spot on. And he's only too happy to take that back. 5 minutes left on the clock. And the pass is intercepted. He's shifting through the gears here. Looking to play him in. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Maradona. And it's Maradona. Looking for the run. Well timed, excellent interception.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Lopez. Look at the space here. Barcelona have reclaimed. Shoots! It's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And it didn't take... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and... Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
On the stages, big chance! One-on-one! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he get onto this? He is just caressing the ball. Oh, no, this does not look good. Now, can they get it back? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Great ball, and he's in here. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Ronaldinho. Shot, surely! Off the post! Oh, he's been caught on it here! And it's played in. Cleared without hesitation. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never...
Chance! It's hit the crossbar! And he passes it long. Bellingham, looking for a runner. Oh, that's clever. And he cuts out the supply. And he's intervened well there. Mateus. Now it's Villa. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now he's off and running. And it's Szoboszlai. Now, can they get him away? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Hazard. It's a searching pass. And he thumps it clear. And he's there to retrieve it. Bellingham. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. He's in a great position here. Del Piero. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Szoboszlai. He's away! Barcelona with the corner, they're first. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah, of course.
He's picked his way through. Now there's a fine ball. Great chance! Decent enough try. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Aimed beyond the defence. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rodri receives it in a good position here. Matthäus. Cruyff receives it in a wide position. Matthäus goes steaming forward. And here's Del Piero. And this is Del Piero. And Del Piero! Oh, it's come off the upright. There they go, hunting in packs. Chooses to go back. Cruyff gets flagged offside. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Rodri. Van Dijk. And it's Rodri. And it's Vitinha. Vitinha going face-to-face with his great rival. Liverpool look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing...
He's having a go! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cruyff absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game. Matthäus! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's only too happy to take that back. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that is as far as they're going to go. And here's Del Piero. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Del Piero, and he's well positioned here. It's Griezmann!
Added time.
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Griezmann really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
This possibly the last play of the half. Madrid with another corner. Madrid have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Hit into the middle. Header comes in! And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Security staff for each block.
So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
It's a really well-measured ball. He's found a way through. And the finish! Marvellous goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Neymar tries to play it through, and this is Nedved.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Roberto Carlos gets good distance on it. Madrid have got it back, and they'll have another go. Green chance! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Griezmann really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Scholes is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Looking for a runner. Not the most convincing of passes. Mateus. Gerrard with the slide tackle there. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, there's a probing ball. Thinks Neymar! It's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? That'll be a corner. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Great vision. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Into the last 5 minutes. Rodri, he won't be happy with that one. Looking for the run, and this is Del Piero! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. easy pickings there. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Nice bit of trickery. Mateus, keep the ball. And we're done. Madrid are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Del Piero, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
With the father of a boy in
Your
the
final
green
thoughts, Jim?
backpack
Well, the look
kindly
on the
contact
manager's
a nearby
face
member
says
of
it all.
staff.
He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're underway. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much successful.
Oh, he's been caught on! He's having a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. And the counter is on. Good ball, good take. The formidable Lothar Matthäus, the man who, perhaps above all others, sums up what is just about within shooting range. Could move up a gear here. Rummenigge, and he was quick to react, and it's Del Piero, engages and forces him off the ball. Gerrard, Liverpool finding their passes. That's a shade optimistic.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that's a key interception. Law. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Oh, there's a probing ball. That's been cut out, well played. Now who's going to be first to this? Messi. Nice interception, well timed. Caceres with the clearance. And it's Gerrard. That's a little off target. Baresi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Vitinha. Decent chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 2 then. He rises! That's going to go a long way. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And this is Gerrard. Real chance! There it is! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Liverpool have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Mateus getting this one clear. He's going for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, super ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Del Piero. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the action is back on the way.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Mateus does well to stand firm and defend it. Oh, there's a probing ball. He's a sharp little ball here. Law, played into space. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error. And he shoots! It's there! Barcelona are back in business! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Just about up to the hour now. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard. He's gone forward, and here's Soboslai. Liverpool trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively.
And the finish! Got their lead back. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Nedved demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Liverpool take the lead. Clipped into space. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's quick to get it clear again. Now that looks a decent ball. Shot a goal! It's hit the crossbar.
Subtlety has gone out of the window. They have to force it any way they can now, Peter.
And it's Del Piero. Can he spark a counter here? Messi, deftly away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Barcelona must do something here, and very quickly.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
He's beaten the last man.
Goes down.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Takes a shot. Really well taken goal. They have stolen level at the last. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Indicated.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Del Piero, played with finesse. That's a decent clearance. There will be 4 extra minutes. So that's it, it is all over. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination, no complaints. Rijkaard claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Request for support for our world.
So Jim, how do you reflect on... So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it is time to let them at it.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
And as you can see, we've already started here. That's a shade optimistic. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Quality ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Barcelona finding their passes.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Adams. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Batistuta. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. DiMarco. Oh, it's Batistuta. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vitinha. And it's Bellingham. 30 minutes gone. Batistuta tries a shot! It's in! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Belletti. It's Bellingham. And it's Beckham.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Threads one in. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Good read, needed to be. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that interception. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. Well, go with intent.
Goes for a shot! Sticks it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And yes, it's him again. Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Now, can they get him away? And the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Szoboszlai. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's heaved it away. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
This he really fancies, Peter. The second it was awarded, his brain...
Del Piero! Oh, off the bar!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Szoboszlai. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. Barcelona looking to pass their way through, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Defending was strong and firm. Back into the middle. Oh, good take in a good area. In by Di Marco.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
3 minutes added time.
Goes forward. Forlan is onto it in a flash. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona cannot spin this any other way. They came up against... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I would have to say the Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen. I think he's someone who can be a target man and a poacher all in one, Peter. I think he's very good with his back to goal. He has a lovely first touch, and at the same time he's got the pace to run behind defensive lines, and it's very difficult to see any weaknesses in his game. The complete package.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. And no, that was never going to make it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That has snuffed out the danger. Palmer has given away a free kick. Nicely weighted ball. DiMarco. Looking to play him in. Darwin is wide and looking to get onto this.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Mateus. Now it's Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai. Oh, super ball. Can he finish? And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Ronaldinho might be slightly consoled by at least hitting the target.
Szoboszlai. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's picked out the run, picked out brilliantly. Scores! Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Caceres defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Bale. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Szoboszlai. Played back into the centre. That's Cannavaro. Fabio. And here's Bale. Tries to pass it through. Oh, and the shot! Goal! Barcelona! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed. So they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Barcelona happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we are back on the way. A solitary goal. That has been the... Oh, that's ambitious. There was plenty of power on that. No, again there's no way through. DiMarco. Beckham. Now that looks a decent ball. Out towards the flank. That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking for options for movement. Barcelona just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Passing is crisp and sharp. Owen!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking tidy in possession here. It's goals!
Scholes is offering a wry smile there.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to
evening. The
today's
skies
match.
are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Good ball, good take. Vitinha. It's a searching pass. Well read, and the danger is averted. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Vitinha is always scanning the pitch for targets. Caresses it through. And the shot! It's loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And that has been knocked clear. Pinches it off him. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Forlan is offering a wry smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. India are looking to go forward now. Picked out. Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That'll be a throw-in. Played in by Perez. And he's there to clear it. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Has a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Kukçu. Possession football, Jim. We're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Law tries to pass it through. Perez. Bergkamp! It's in! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
A 1-0 lead is... Oh, what has happened here?
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
There will be one
Chance! Oh, taken with style. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. And that is about as cool as they come. And that'll be the last act of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. India ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And the game has already resumed here. Perez. Adams gets over and intercepts. Kukçu. And he can clear it away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And this is Forlan. Oh no, what has happened here? Great chance! Really well taken goal. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Bellingham.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
No way through. Perez, who's set up one goal so far. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, that's well spotted.
Bangladesh really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Batistuta. It's a promising position. Cross needs to be good. Out of play for a throw. And that's definitely not his best.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vitinha.
Bangladesh really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Added time.
He's had a shot! Oh, that's incredible! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Forlan really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So, and we're done. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, that really did fly by.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match that
and
will
welcome
really
to
get the
today's
juices
match.
flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started. Somersley! There it is! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare.
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. No, he's missed it!
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Oh, no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all...
Big chance! Goal, Germany! And the comeback is complete. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And that has been clubbed away. India ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Oh, delightful ball. Beckenbauer deals with that comfortably. Now it's Somersley. Oh, that was vital.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Pull it. Out to the right. And he lines up a big header! No, not the best of headers.
India really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Law. Nicely shaped ball. He has a look up. Rijkaard.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nicely weighted ball. And the shot, surely! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Germany grab a 3-goal lead. Can he finish? It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there. But you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Law. He's gone for goal! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Please join
India
me in
would
wishing
seem
all the
to
best
still
to
be getting
members
over
of
the
our fan
OG.
club
It was an honest
celebrating their
mistake,
wedding
and they've got to
anniversary
move on.
today.
There's the start of the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a searching pass. Over to the left. And it's Hullet. India have it back and can go again. DiMarco is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That is good alertness.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. So we've reached the hour mark. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? DiMarco wins the duel this time. Soboslai. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And the through ball. That is lovely. It's Eto'o! Oh, almost a sixth.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Substitution on the field, number 15.
So,
Hullet.
time for changes
Number
on
8,
both sides, actually.
Dennis Law. Number 18, Soboslai. Coming on the field,
Bellingham
number
can
24,
so cleverly bypass the
Bergkamp.
press.
Number
Eto'o.
21, Owen.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Ronaldinho. Substitution in
DiMarco
progress.
tries to clear.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Del Piero will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bergkamp. That is good strength. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Looking for a runner. That's beautifully weighted. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Pass somewhat off target. To Michelis. Saliba. Costa Curta. Tries to pass it through. Bergkamp. Oh, it's a great ball here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Ronaldinho. Dixon. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Eto'o.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
There will be 1 minute
Good
added
ball
time.
over the top. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And there goes the final whistle. India played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
With the owner of a blue car
Your
parked
reflections
outside
then,
the
Jim?
stadium gate,
India
kindly
desperately
remove it,
failing
as
to
it is about to be-
impose...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everyone,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to
evening.
Old
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers. And already we're underway here.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Tevez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Germany with the corner, they're first. And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Germany really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
It's their second corner of the game. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a sharp pass. Rijkaard. That has been cut short. Ronaldinho. And it's Messi. Mateus powering forward here. Now it's Del Piero. Messi. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Owen. And Owen! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Germany have the chance to go the other way. Looking for options for movement. Oh, Del Piero! And he's following up!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Rijkaard. Mateus. And here's Ronaldinho. Messi. That's a little off target. Now it's Bale. Del Piero. Oh, it's come loose. Baresi is there and he can get that clear. And he's had a hit! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mateus really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. He rises! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Dixon. It's an inviting looking ball that. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Ronaldinho puts his foot on the gas. And here's Del Piero. Messi. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Tevez. He's got away. Oh, now here's an interesting match. It's Ronaldinho! He's delivered all right! And that really is so impressive. India have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Baresi. Del Piero. He's going for goal!
India can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Oh, that's neat. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Owen. Chance, surely! There was plenty of power on that. Some resolute defending there. Beckenbauer. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And it's Messi. And here's Tevez. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Mateus. Owen. Searching pass he's played there. Costa Curta. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Romario. And that interception was... And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
India can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back. Shot a goal! They've done it! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Romario! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Romario actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. We get a throw in. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. And it's played forward. And that's a good... And Romario! Oh, he's hit the bar! That's a lovely, neat pass. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Law. Long ball looking to counter. Germany appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front. Oh, Ronaldinho! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
India really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Knocks it into space. Del Piero. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
The attendance for this match was
Quarter of an hour into the second half. And claimed it back swiftly. Germany needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Tevez. Cleared without hesitation. Baresi. Ambitious ball here. Oh, delightful ball. And he's there to retrieve it. And no, that was never going to make it. Law is flagged offside. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Tevez takes control of it and he's on the move.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Shifted upfield. That's a lovely pass. Oh, important interception. Ronaldinho, a player of legendary status. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And Owen! That's the keeper's ball. India are looking to break at pace. Now it's Romario.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Del Piero. Ronaldinho. Not the most accurate pass. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Romario. Owen! Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Quality ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldinho. And he's found a way past. And the finish! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Great vision.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to dink it through. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And Rossini cuts it out. And it's Tevez. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Can he get on the end of this? We are into overtime. Law. Now it's Del Piero. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. It is going to need 30 more minutes, no winner after 90.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
This is a lost
So
children
all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Kindly make his way to the information centre. Substitution.
"90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. DiMarco has it out wide and in space. And he's heaved it away. Now it's Owen. Driving through the middle. He won't be happy with that one. Tevez. And here's Romario. Romario! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Soboslai. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that has been clubbed away. Messi. And it's Tevez. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Mateus. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Tevez, looking to play him in. And Tevez! Oh, should have put that away. And that's it for the first half of extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? Romario. Romario! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Soboslai! It's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Calm, composed, confident. Law. He's had a shot! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish...
Owen! Oh, that could cost them.
Owen really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
And he's forced to go back. Pull it. Passes short and sharp. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
India really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't.
Has a shot! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Romario. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Owen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's really well manoeuvred. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's gone for goal! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that.
Please make sure to watch the screen
Szoboszlai
for
picking up the
information
man of the
bulletin.
match. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim, pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals too. Given the ball...
He's having a shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Tries to play it through. Forlan unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that is expertly dealt with. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Law! There's no flag! Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Baresi gets across to intercept that. And this is Ronaldinho. Oh, the referee's got a decision to make here. What's he going to give? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. And he is going into that little black book. He's having a good look here.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Summerslide! Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That is some save from Khan! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
India with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Scores! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And it's Scholes. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, this is a great position. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Chance! They've scored! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game.
It's Forlan! And he hits the net! And they're at it again, in double quick time! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Picked out brilliantly. Law! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Soboslai plays it short. Flings it. He's got tall. Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Belletti. And Adams. Khan sends that a long way. Adams makes the interception.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Belletti wriggles his way through, looking to go deep. Big chance! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
India really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
Information on how to find your way around.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here.
And a chance! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Ronaldinho, and he cuts out the supply. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Szoboszlai. He's on it, can he get away? Look, shoots! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Yeah, I think I'd feel that way too. Not that I thrived in one-on-one situations. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Adams. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
Chance for a shot! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Del Piero will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bellingham. India still have the cards to affect this game. Passes short and sharp. Oh, good take in a good area. Skillfully cut out. He has stuck it into his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's been won straight back. Oh, it's a great ball here. Shot a goal! They've done it! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Steaming on goalwards. Can he finish? And it's in! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
India playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. Good read, needed to be. Oh, good-looking ball. And he's had it nicked away. Bellingham. And this is Batistuta. Decent chance! No mistake! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And that means just one thing, match ball. And Del Piero! No, got right underneath it. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chouameni, Beckenbauer. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. The end of the game, reflections.
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.